I'm for the legalization of marijuana, remove it from the controlled substance list, in part because our administration of the criminal laws are deeply racist. It's very obvious to everyone. So on April 20th, 2021, I'm going to pardon everyone who's in prison for a low-level nonviolent drug offense.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering a little bit more Andrew Yang stuff. So by now, I'm sure you've heard about UBI, Universal Basic Income, which is the primary policy that Andrew Yang would put into place as president, giving every American over 18 $1,000 a month. But his website has over 150 additional policies that I want to kind of start talking about because I wanted to give a little bit more context as to who Andrew Yang is as a candidate, and to hopefully provide a little bit more context as to what it would be like to have him as our president. So today I want to talk about mass incarceration. The US is essentially incarcerating people at a rate like 4 times higher than that of most developed nations. And it's not because we're committing crimes more than anybody else. It's because putting people in jail is big business. So the first thing that he wants to do is get rid of private prisons. If putting people in jail is going to affect your bottom line, of course it's in your best interest to do whatever you can to make sure people are getting locked up as frequently as possible. And that's exactly what we're doing. And of course these policies are going to disproportionately affect people of color, people who are lower income, and that's a problem. And one of his first goals is to help to reduce the prison population. We saw what happened during the crack era, where we essentially locked up a bunch of people over non-violent drug offenses, and he doesn't want to repeat that mistake. As far as the opioid crisis we're going through right now, he wants to shift drug policy away from incarceration and more towards treatment. And one thing I love hearing is that he actually wants to invest in businesses that hire felons. One of the biggest reasons that people end up back in jail is because after they do time, it's extremely difficult to find a job. So between having a universal basic income, where as soon as they get out, they're going to be receiving that $1,000 a month, employers are also going to be incentivized to hire felons, so they're going to be way more likely to hire somebody who has a criminal record. Not only that, but he's hoping to immediately impact by identifying nonviolent drug offenders who are currently locked up and simply reviewing them for early release. So this is just an overview of the policy, but you know, I kind of want to talk about it this way because when you start to hear all of his policies, you kind of see how things work together. I do think something like this would be included in that new scorecard that he's looking to create to kind of measure, you know, how the country is doing as opposed to using GDP. Making sure that people are being reintegrated into the community, that former felons now are employed or, you know, are in drug treatment or no longer in treatment. The website doesn't have this listed under the umbrella of mass incarceration, but I also wanted to mention the whole pretrial bail. One of his goals is to reduce the pretrial bail that kind of forces many lower income folks to end up having to spend more time behind bars for crimes they may or may not have committed. Now, as a filmmaker, I often find myself in a courtroom doing some type of investigation on some type of legal issue, and one of the first injustices I notice is that we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but many people can't afford bail, so they end up behind bars before they're even found guilty. You've seen the Andrew Yang math hats, which stands for Make America Think Harder. He's making us reevaluate if we truly believe in the things that we say our country stands for. If we truly believe in innocent until proven guilty, why aren't we treating people this way? I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.